Hey guys, how are we all doing? I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I haven't done a live stream, so I'm going to wait for a few more people to get into the live stream. It is Sunday evening here, the 7th of April, which is very, very nice to see that. Just waiting for a few more viewers to come in and say g'day. How is everybody going? How is everybody's weekend? There's about 15 people now jumping in. That's awesome. It's been a while since I have done a live stream on the channel. It's been a very eventful weekend, slightly hungover, put it that way. So this is going to be interesting. But welcome everybody to the live stream. I am seeing all of your comments right now on my second screen. So make sure if you're watching, and yes, Gucci's walking around at the moment, make sure wherever you're watching from around the world, comment where you're watching from. I'm always fascinated to see where everybody is from around the world. Who have we got here? We've got Crypto Greek right here. Good evening from Australia. We've got the UK in the house, Thailand. Hello, Josh from New Zealand. Welcome to the live stream. We've got New York City in the house. It's been a minute, Wall Street Bull. Yes, it has been a freaking minute. I didn't do a video yesterday and the other day. I just had a couple of days off and just needed to relax a little bit because it gets a little bit chaotic, which is awesome. How good is this water bottle, by the way? How good is that? There's my skull ring on there. That's incredible. We've got Sydney, Australia, Gold Coast in the house. New Zealand, what have we got here? Florida from the United States, it's awesome. Hello from the UK, English and Welsh border, that's awesome. Poland's in the house, we've got Spain in the house. Tomorrow is the mark of X formation, solar eclipse, might see XRP. Yeah, does anyone like follow the retrograde stuff? I'm learning that at the moment, which is interesting. What do we got here? We've got Sydney in the house, Denmark. John, good morning to you. It is nearly 8 p.m. here in Melbourne. And yeah, guys, I literally just wanted to jump on a live stream. Haven't spoken to my audience for quite some time. We've got Liverpool in the house. That's awesome. Very, very nice. Anyway, ladies and gents, there's been a lot of news happening and I've been keeping up to date with it. It literally changes every 12 hours, but there's a lot occurring around the world with crypto. You know, Bitcoin halving is literally only a couple of weeks away, which is going to be very, very interesting and fascinating. We've got updates in relation to Ripple and XRP and their stablecoin, which they're issuing both on the Ripple XRP ledger and also on Ethereum, which is going to be fascinating as well. There's a lot of updates to get into, ladies and gents, so I'm just going to go through everything with you. I'm going to go over my 3 commas trading bots on Bybit. And everyone knows the reason why I had to make that switch to Bybit because of the regulatory constraints with OKX here in Australia. Since they opened up an office, they had to abide by the Australian regulations. And come here, Gucci, you can jump in the live stream. Come here. All right, this is live. Gucci's in the house. We're very bullish. She's a Frenchie. Who have we got here? I'm waiting for still everyone. Same bottle minus engraving. How good are these bottles, by the way? I reckon they're freaking awesome, to be honest. I reckon they're great. Lifesaver, by the way. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by Frank Green at all, but they're absolutely awesome. Keeping hydrated, ladies and gents, especially after a big night out. Anyway, we've got a lot to go through, so let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification as well, because as you can see right here, I absolutely love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom. And of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are getting pretty wild in this space. Also, if you can give this live stream a thumbs up, watch it straight through, it would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that. So make sure you give it a good thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys rock. Also, a little disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff, right? I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose, all right? And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto, as we've all seen with Grayscale and Department of Justice and whole range of massive institutions selling off a lot of Bitcoin. So it does happen. All right. Now the formalities are out of the way. Yes, we are live. We've got a lot of people from around the world. We've got Germany in the house here, Western Sydney. That's awesome as well. Very, very nice to see that. Anyway, let's get into this, ladies and gents. All right, community tab tonight. Yes, we are live. Top altcoins in my portfolio. Now, again, I love putting these up every single day because it always changes in the portfolio. I've got CKB, which is Nervos or Nervos Network, however you want to pronounce it. Ubix Network, we've got Electronium, we've got Dogecoin and Reef as well. And I'm extremely bullish on Reef, and this is an absolute gem in my opinion. No, I'm not paid by them or endorsed by them, but I've been looking at this and I've been, slowly accumulating Reef for a very long time, and it's an absolute gem in the pennies. I love those penny cryptos. Moving down, 8 hours ago today I put this up, but there are only 2 weeks and 2,000 blocks remaining until the next Bitcoin halving, which is going to be very, very interesting in the next few weeks. Historically, when Bitcoin has had a halving event, I mean, this is the 4th, Bitcoin's price has absolutely skyrocketed. There is a lot of demand for Bitcoin at the moment. This bull run that we're, currently going to be, I guess, experiencing in the next 2 weeks, which is going to be absolutely wild, is the fact that we've got institutions now involved with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, which is fascinating. So I anticipate Bitcoin will at least be in the $120,000 US to $150,000 by the end of 2024, and will continue to go upwards from there. And even Michael Saylor numerous times has said and stated that this bull market could go to like 2034, which is going to be fascinating, and that would be insane. If that actually did that. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Now, let's get into coin market cap today, as I do every day on the channel. $2.59 trillion in total market cap. We are just seeing the early stages of a lot of capital coming into this market. Volume is at $58 billion. It's extremely low. When it was essentially going to Bitcoin to a new all-time high, it was around about 150, $80 billion in total volume, which is very, very interesting. And of course, we've got Bitcoin dominant sitting at 52. Ethereum is second to that. I would love to see XRP flip Ethereum again. It has done it before. And of course, I wouldn't mind if Solana flips Ethereum either, because I'm extremely bullish on Solana. Now, again, the fear and greed index is sitting at 75. There's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the markets. I have been seeing that. However, looking at the price today, Bitcoin sitting at $69,297, which is very, very nice to see that. Up 2.07% today in the last 24, I should say in the last 24 hours. Ethereum's at $3,383. We've got BNB at $587, Solana $179, which is very, very nice to see that. For me, Solana has been literally the best performing asset in my entire crypto portfolio. Looking at as an example, 30 days, we're currently up 23% on Solana. In the last 90 days, 98% return. This is where it gets crazy. 779% return in the last 12 months. Please let me know in the live chat. By the way, I do see your comments. Hello from the UK. Give me another asset class that would return in a 12-month period, 700%. It just does not exist unless it's like NVIDIA, and that's very rare that happens as well. And more likely, I mean, this is all on the basis of artificial intelligence anyway, but 779%. Let it be known that the average return in the S&P 500 is 8 to 10%. If you're lucky, you'll get 13 to 15% return in the S&P 500, right? Very, very interesting. 779%. Ridiculous. Now, let's just have a look at Bitcoin's total return, I guess, in the last year. We're still up 148%. So Bitcoin, again, for me, is a long-term hold. I have not sold my Bitcoin. It is a long-term play. And obviously the remainder of that capital that I have invested is going into those other altcoins because we will get those bigger returns. But of course, when you're looking at riskier assets and investments, there is going to be that risk of losing your capital. So you need to be aware of that as well. Anyway, top altcoins tonight in my portfolio, ladies and gents. Of course, we've got CKB, Anchor Protocol, Ubix Network, Digibyte, Electronium, Phantom. Let me know in the comments what your top altcoins are today. Don't tell me how much you're holding, just the top altcoins. I want to hear that. Let's get into it. All right. Now, moving on to crypto bubbles. And before I do, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I do have my official Patreon page. This is the Wall Street Bull University. I've been running this like it's absolutely been incredible speaking to the community. I post up here every single day. Yes, even when I'm freaking hungover. I'm not sure why my cache hasn't been clear, but we're up to like 930 members in the Wall Street Bull University. So guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Again, I put up a lot of information in here. All my buying, my selling, my trading, my full indicators that I use, news before I go live on the channel. Also the full setup guide to 3 bots on Bybit now, which has been incredible. And of course, we had to make that switch because of the regulatory changes on OKX. Also, I do put up my dividend investing in the Patreon as well. Now, it's very, very different to crypto investing. However, the stock investing allows me to earn passive income every single month. That has not stopped. And that has continued to grow and build. And this is my plan. This is where generational wealth is built. So getting that dividend stock portfolio building up so it generates cash flow every single month, which of course is going to allow me to have that additional source of income, but also the financial freedom. So getting that portfolio to a level where it's going to be generating AKA maybe $300,000 or $400,000 a year is the end game, and more so than that as well. This is what I share in the Wall Street Bull University, so it's very, very bullish. And again, I guess it would be considered financial advice, and we can't give financial advice on YouTube because, of course, you need to be regulated and registered for that. But that is the reason why I've got the Wall Street Bull University. So really, really cool. Guys, go join up. You can speak to everybody in the chat feature in here also. There is an incredible community here that's been built. It's awesome. And you can also direct message me in the Patreon, I should say as well. But give me some time because there's a lot of people to speak to and get back to. But go join up. The link is in the referral link. The referral link is below in the video description or live stream description, ladies and gents. Go down right here in the description. Anyway, this is live. I don't care. Now, 3 okay? I've got, I did have a significant amount of bots, but I mean, last week with 3 I had to turn off a lot of the bots because there were liquidations. Now, this is the risk with when you're trading cryptocurrencies, you do get liquidated and it's inevitable, right? But anyway, the link's below for 3 in the video description. There, you can see that down there. I've been using 3 now for, I guess nearly 3 years. Coming up next month. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens this bull market, because I can honestly say the previous bull market when I got into 3 it was ridiculous. And also with the leverage trading, it's allowing me to obviously build up that investment a lot quicker. So go join up to 3 it's linked below. Now again, I use it on Bybit because again, it's one of the only exchanges in Australia that we can trade with leverage. You can use 3 on Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, Gate.io. There's a whole range of exchanges. Now, also, you can still continue to use 3 with the spot market. Of course, it's going to require a lot more capital and it takes a lot longer, but you can still use it to trade the spot market. So it's still incredible even without leverage. But me, I'm crazy and I want to trade with leverage and I do not recommend it. But anyway, now, with this particular bot, I just want to show you how crazy this is. And I do get a lot of questions about this. But the dollar cost averaging bot is awesome. Here are literally all the altcoins that I'm trading on Bybit at the moment. All of the futures, all of them, absolutely all of them. And the indicators that I'm using are an RSI indicator on a 3-minute time frame. And again, I'm taking 1.5% profits on each one of these deals. Now, I get a lot of questions about how much capital you need. Of course, with trading, 200 altcoins, it's going to need a lot of capital, but you don't necessarily have to hold all of that capital, right? It will just take up whatever's put into the trading account on Bybit or whatever exchange you're using. It will use that capital and open up deals. This is what happens, right? So you don't need to have $1 million. You can start off with $100, $50. Now, again, if you're going to start off with that kind of money, I would recommend only trading like 5 altcoins or maybe 3 or 4. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's completely up to you. You can trade whatever you like, but I'm doing all of them, and because the market's actually going quite well tonight, believe it or not, I might continue to turn on the rest of those bots that I've got deactivated. And the reason why, again, because the Department of Justice in the United States sold $2.1 billion in Bitcoin. I had about 50 or 60 bots making significant gains, averaging between $500 to $1,000 per day, believe it or not. But again, this comes with risk. Now, when that happened, I got liquidated. So I lost a few $1,000s, put it that way, in an hour. So wild stuff. Anyway, that is it. Down below, go join up to 3 commas. You'll get a discount, by the way, on the membership. I believe it's 10% on the monthly, and you'll get 24% off the yearly subscription if you want. I'm using the Pro subscription as well. You don't need to use the one above Pro. It's just not necessary unless you're, trading millions and millions of dollars. You just don't need that. So perfectly fine with the Pro plan. The link is below. And by the way, ladies and gents, I forgot to mention that we'll get to all your questions towards the end of the news. And I do see everyone right here. We've got someone else from Germany in the house, which is awesome. We've got Newcastle, Delaware in the United States. Brisbane's in the house. Very, very nice to see that. Welcome to those 130 people. 288 have watched so far, so thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Now, crypto bubbles. Actually, let me just show you Bybit. I forgot about that. Sorry. Let's have a look here. Right. So this is what happens. So with 3 commas bots, again, it allows you to trade the markets 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For you to be trading these kind of volumes, it's literally impossible to day trade. And again, there's nothing wrong with day trading. It's incredible. I've done it, but it's very time consuming. So I've currently got 124 positions open up with 155 orders, which is insane. So obviously closing a long position, opening a long position. And again, I'm trading both long and short. You can see the short positions here. I just let it do its thing. That is it. Now I'm going to be opening up all of my long bots tonight on Bybit, just because the market is going a little bit better. And again, when the market's extremely volatile, yes, I put on the short bots for basically a hedge against everything. Anyway, crypto bubbles. Let's have a look here on the day. I'm going to refresh this. CKB is up 19% today, which is incredible. 500% on the year. 500%. That's at 2 cents right now. Very, very nice. We have a couple of the Athena. I do not know about this, and I haven't basically not holding. That's up 14%. The old one right here, the OG Dogecoin, sitting at 6.2% today. Does anyone actually hold Dogecoin? Let me know in the live chat right here. I'm watching all of the comments. I want to know if anyone's actually holding Dogecoin. Did you take profits on Dogecoin when it went up to around about 60 cents USD when Elon Musk was doing the whole SNL thing? Let me know in the live chat, guys. I'm really curious about that because, again, I sold off a significant amount of my Dogecoin, took profits, and put that into Bitcoin, and I've been holding it ever since. I'm curious. Let me know in the live chat, ladies and gents. Anyway, moving on. Let's have a look here. VeChain. Everyone knows this is like the bane of my portfolio. This thing has done absolutely F all for a very long time. However, the project is incredible. What they're doing with supply chain and logistics, moving that all onto the blockchain is awesome. So again, long-term hold for VeChain. A lot of utility with this. Very, very nice to see that. What else have we got here, ladies and gents? Let's have a look at some other gems. Let's see where if I can find Solana. My favorite at the moment is Solana. I don't know. It's just incredible, the utility of this project. Some of the price predictions that I've heard from Raoul Pal and a lot of other analysts, this will be the next Ethereum in this bull run. And again, if anyone has actually looked at coin market cap and gone back to what Ethereum did in the previous bull market, going from 300 or 400 odd US dollars to 4,000 US dollars, this is going to be the same thing as well. It's still up 788% this year, and it's at 179 US dollars. I bought it when it was 22 Australian dollars in November of 2022. Have held it ever since. Ridiculous, all right? Let's get on to the news. This is a fascinating one, but Grayscale reinvests in XRP. Thank you, Grayscale, for dropping that much Bitcoin on the market and causing probably about, I don't know, 7 liquidations in my trading. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Anyway, now holds 16.7 million XRP, which is interesting again. Hey, Bubba. This is Gucci right here. Grayscale Investments, the most prominent crypto asset manager, has adjusted its digital large cap DLC fund by divesting into Cardano and reallocating proceeds towards acquiring XRP and other existing assets, which is interesting, right? Grayscale officially communicated this move through a press release detailing the fund's quarterly rebalancing. And the rebalancing concerns several of the firm's investment products, specifically the digital large cap fund, smart contract platform Ethereum fund, and DeFi fund. Now, Grayscale's new XRP holding, right? Why would Grayscale be buying up a lot of XRP? I wonder why. And according to the report, Grayscale modified its DLC's portfolio by liquidating its Cardano holdings, and consequently, the firm diverted its cash returns from the sale to acquire another asset in the fund. And after rebalancing, XRP makes up 1.73% of Grayscale's DLC fund. Notably, Grayscale's DLC fund has $570 million in assets under management per record of its official website, which is crazy as well to think about that. And with XRP representing 1.73% of the fund, equivalent to $9.8 million, it suggests that Grayscale holds approximately 16.7 million XRP tokens, which is fascinating because that would put them in the category of I think it was 0.01% on the XRP rich list. Very, very nice, because I think to get to that point, you'd need to be holding approximately 4 million XRP. So there are very few wallets, by the way, holding that amount of XRP. So very, very nice to see that as well. Let's get on to the news because this is interesting. And yes, Ripple during the week, I didn't mention this, didn't do a video on this, but this is fascinating, bro, right? They are basically launching their own stable coin to compete with USDC and USDT. Now, again, the stable coin is pegged to the US dollar, which is going to be interesting to see what happens with this. Now, of course, we've got Jeremy Allaire right here. The CEO of Stablecoin Issuer Circle has welcomed Ripple's entrance into the market, which is a smart move, by the way. And Ripple revealed plans to launch a stablecoin that would be 100% backed by the US dollar deposits, government bonds, and cash equivalents. And in response, Allaire said it was encouraging to see more companies taking compliance-first approach to building on-chain dollars. I love that. Now, again, why Ripple wants to issue a stablecoin? I think this is going to be a big question for everybody because, you know, what's happening with XRP? Have a listen to this, right? Ripple said it would obviously would launch a dollar-pegged stablecoin on the XRP ledger and Ethereum later this year. Ethereum is a favorite child of all of the institutions. We know this. It's very annoying, and the gas fees are going to be extremely high. However, it's, you know, it's going to be here regardless, right? And according to the firm, the sector is expected to soar past $2.8 trillion by 2028. $2.8 trillion, that's virtually the whole crypto market cap right now, right? Which means a clear demand for such assets. Stablecoins serve as a pivotal entry into decentralized finance, or DeFi, and introducing a trusted enterprise-grade stablecoin on the XRP ledger will generate more use cases, liquidity, and opportunities for developers and users alike. This is incredible to see this. Again, follow the money. Utility is absolute king. You cannot change my mind about that. They know what they're doing. They're going after institutions. Traditional finance is going to be a thing of the past. Everything is moving onto the blockchain. Cannot wait for this as well. And the crypto company furthered that as yet to be named stablecoin as well, so there's no name for it, would be a pivotal and extending its reach into the institutional and DeFi realms. Decentralized finance, right? Brad Garlinghouse described the move as a natural step for the company considering its track record in the crypto industry. He added that the move would also help drive the XRP ledger use cases, liquidity, which again, in my opinion, is an issue for banks anyway because they're running out of liquidity around the world and too much debt, by the way, and other opportunities for developers and users. Issuing our stablecoin on the XRP ledger and Ethereum will serve as a pivotal entry point to unlock opportunities. That's very, very nice to see that. And again, XRP is not going anywhere. It's still going to be remaining the same. Cross-border payments, instantaneous. This is what I'm talking about. It's just building on, I guess, the new utility, the new payment rails of the future. It's going to be awesome. Now, this is an interesting one. I'm going to skim through the rest of these, but Ripple and versus SEC. Good news from a court on crypto. XRP secondary market sales. This is interesting because it sets a precedent for XRP, right? Because we know that a lot of judges in the United States and in these court cases, and of course Gary Gensler, are still considering that XRP is security, whatnot. It's ridiculous. But have a look at this. With its decision in a Coinbase lawsuit, which we know the SEC is still going after Coinbase, that secondary market transactions of cryptocurrencies are not securities, the US Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit made significant progress toward regulation for cryptocurrency business. The federal judge's decision is a major precedent preventing the United States Securities and Exchange Commission from appealing on XRP secondary market sales in their lawsuit. Precedents, legal precedents is very, very important. Okay, we know that XRP is not a security. Again, for retail investors, they're only just going after those institutional sales. So basically, when they launched it, they gave or sold a lot of XRP to institutions. Maybe they're just going to get a massive slap on the wrist. Who knows? But we know that Brad, Chris, and of course David Schwartz and Stuart Alderodi are going to be fighting that. And they need to do that and hurry up because it's taking too freaking long. But anyway, ex-SEC official John Reed Stark said Judge Falia right here completely rejected considering Judge Torres' reason in the Ripple decision that secondary sales can't be investment contracts was a major blow to Coinbase and Ripple. However, the new ruling in the Coinbase lawsuit has provided much clarity on secondary market sales. Very, very nice to see that. Gucci's going crazy. She can wait. Gonna have a sip of water, ladies and gents. What do you think about that, by the way? Have a look in the live chat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm curious. I want to know. What do you think? Where do you think XRP's price is going to go? Fascinating. Anyway, we've got Bitcoin ETFs as well. See daily inflow surge as investors' appetite grows. It's been growing for a long time. I think the mainstream media and news have been putting a lot of FUD out there. Investors, again, have been pumping a lot of money into this. And the Bitcoin market has witnessed a surge in investor interest with net inflows into spot Bitcoin ETFs going to $12.6 billion. And this momentum comes despite Bitcoin's current price sitting below its previous all-time high of $69,000. Just give it some time. Chill out. Go back and look at the historical price performance of Bitcoin after a halving event. It's going to blow your mind. Just go and have a look at it. Anyway, quickly moving on right here. I want to get to these news and I want to get to X and I want to get to your questions as well because we're going to talk in the live chat. But JP Morgan unveils reason Ethereum may not be a security. Jamie Dimon loves Ethereum, right? Anyway, JP Morgan's global market strategy team has shed light on key developments within the Ethereum network that could significantly influence the classification under securities laws. The report comes as a critical juncture for Ethereum as Swiss-based foundation is under investigation by the SEC. Anyway, we've got JP Morgan highlighting the continued decrease in Lido's share of the staked Ethereum, which has fallen from about 1/3 a year ago to roughly a quarter currently. And this shift towards more decentralized staking ecosystem could alleviate regulatory concerns regarding centralization within the Ethereum network. What do you think about Ethereum? Do you think it's a security? I'm curious. And positive for Ethereum network, the share of Lido in staked ETH has decreased further from around 1/3 a year ago to around a quarter at the moment. This should reduce concerns about concentration in the Ethereum network, thus raising the chance that Ethereum will avoid being designated as security in the future, the report states. So I have my gut feeling about Ethereum and the way it's established. I do think that there may be some security things going on there. But we'll have to wait and see. But there's a lot of big players that are bullish on Ethereum, and also because they're starting to apply for these Ethereum ETFs, things are going to be very different, right? Fascinating, fascinating. I'm going to get to your questions, so make sure you leave your questions at the end. I'm going to smash through this as well. And let's have a look. SEC to eventually approve spot Ethereum ETFs as well. This is probably going to be happening, I anticipate, probably towards the end of this year. Again, I believe the SEC has just started to request from the public their opinion. I believe it is. So let's wait and see what happens with that. Let's go to cryptometer.io and have a look, ladies and gents, at where the money has been flowing. We've got money going into Ethereum, Doge, we've got BNB right here. eCash was one that I was looking at just for a bit of a fun play. So XEC, let me know in the comments if you hold that. Floki, trading it, don't hold it, that's it. AVAX, we've got XRP, which is nice. Pepe, again, I just trade that, I do not hold that. We've got BCH as well, I trade that. So CKB, I believe I do hold that in the portfolio. Anyway, let's go to X. And thank you to those 6,371 people. You guys absolutely rock. And if you haven't followed me on X, go do that. The link is below. There are literally fake accounts. There are fake accounts that have been verified on X. No BS, all right? And my birthday is the 8th of August. It's not the October. So someone literally got verified on X, stealing all of my content and put my birthday as October. Wrong. All right? Anyway. Yes, that is me and Johnny Deaton right there. Scrolling down, Ash Crypto's putting out some bullish tweets at the moment. Bitcoin ETFs bought 7,300 Bitcoin worth $502 million this week. $500 million, right? They bought. All Bitcoin sold by Grayscale. So it's not as if no one's buying what Grayscale is selling, because they are. They're buying it all up, and the supply is getting slowly reduced, and it's going to be starting to speed up as well. Gucci's going absolutely parabolic right now. I do apologize about that. Listen to this. This is in 2019, right? CNBC host said it's crazy to Tom Lee's advice to invest 1 to 2% in assets in Bitcoin for $5,000. This was in 2019. Have a listen to this.
Right now, if you actually think it's undervalued by that extent?
Well, you know, we think the best approach for most people is just to put 1% or 2%.
Are you saying that? I get that if you're somebody who's got a lot of assets. I still think it's crazy. But for a retail investor, somebody who's saving for retirement and putting that aside, that seems crazy to me.
Well, it's basically the idea that, you know, you can afford to lose 1% if that's 1% of your portfolio.
That's crazy. You might as well throw it away on high fees to an investor, to an average. Like this, you're taking a flyer on that. You don't know where it's going to go or what's going to happen.
Well, in a way, that's right, Becky, that for the majority of people, it's, you know, 1% is like a small risk bet. But, you know, Bitcoin makes all of its gains in 10 days in a year. I think this is an example that, you know, if you exclude the 10 best days, Bitcoin loses 25% a year. So you got to essentially hold it or hodl it, as they say, to really capture the gains.
So Tom Lee has said in multiple interviews now that, you know, we haven't even seen the full potential of these Bitcoin ETFs yet. You know, again, he's mentioned many times it's going to go significantly higher in value. Bitcoin will go significantly higher. People need to understand this. Just read the white paper. Read the white paper. That's all I'm going to say. Just if you haven't read it yet, go read it. It'll take you a while, because it takes me a while to read significant amounts. I'm more audio based, but anyway, go and have a read of that. It's crazy. So Cointelegraph putting out some news. We've got massive Solana liquidation by FTX, again, estate. Thank you, Sam Bankman-Fried. I think he got off very lightly, by the way, but that happened as well. So their estate is, you know, selling off a lot of Solana, cashing in that money. Genesis Trading purchases $2.1 billion of Bitcoin following the GBTC sell-off. That's Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. US Consumer Agency flags risks in virtual crypto economies. Interesting. Coinbase cleared in a lawsuit over crypto transactions. And we've got the Phantom, again, CEO defends Solana amid the network woes. And yes, there have been significant woes in the Solana network. And ladies and gents, just look at the utility of the project. And Visa would not have issued a massive white paper on this if they weren't extremely bullish on it. Yes, Carlos Sainz did win. I should say not win, but came third on the podium. And I'm sure Scuderia Ferrari are kicking themselves now, because that is twice Carlos Sainz has been on the podium. Give him a seat next year. I guess he should move to Mercedes. Let me know in the comments what you think about that, because I'm mad on F1. Scrolling down as well, Emily, thank you for this. But Ripple versus SEC news. Coinbase gets major clarity that secondary market sales aren't securities. It's about freaking time. Yes, we talked about Grayscale investing in XRP, and I hope they don't sell, but you never know. On-chain data from Glassnode reveals that approximately 1.876 million Bitcoin, or 9.5% of the total supply, have been acquired above $60,000. Now, it's interesting because, I've had many conversations with people from all walks of life, and a lot of people got, I should say, wrecked because they bought Bitcoin at its all-time high and cryptos at its all-time high. That is not how you invest in an asset. I have been dollar cost averaging, setting an amount of money every single week, slowly accumulating my position in all my crypto assets, right? You don't go buying when, when mainstream news is talking about crypto assets and Bitcoin, as an example. That's too late. So for those of you who've been following my channel, I'm sure a lot of you have been dollar cost averaging and just slowly building, not worrying about where the price is, and through the market, the bear market that we've all gone through, now to this bull market. So this is going to be a pretty crazy bull market that we're coming up against. Crypto Rover putting out Plan B charts as well. It's very, very bullish chart. All right, stock to flow model. Absolutely love this, guys. And yes, we're right on target. Everything is moving quite nicely. Someone bought 15,745 Bitcoin yesterday. That is 18 hours ago. That is a lot of Bitcoin. Just putting that out. That is hundreds of millions of dollars right there. Have a listen to this as well. XRP is not meant for retail, and Ripple doesn't care if you hold XRP. Have a listen to this. Big players hope you don't hear about XRP because XRP is the next big thing. Listen to this, and yes, my dog's going to go absolutely crazy.
Many people are using cryptos just to buy and sell and make quick gains out of it. Does it hurt the growth of cryptocurrencies, that usage for a quick buck?
So it's kind of chicken and egg. You have to create a marketplace. And right now we have about 150, 200 exchanges around the world that trade in XRP. A lot of it, as you say, is very shallow trading by individuals. And that is not the use case that we are pursuing. What we are pursuing is the use of XRP as a financial asset by sophisticated institutions as a bridging mechanism. So does this hurt or harm? Well, it creates a lot of noise. And, we certainly don't want that much noise, but we're waiting. And for example, in this last quarter, the bulk of XRP sales were to institutional investors. And as this transitions away from retail to institutions, we'll start to use it for wholesale, financial usage. That's when the turning point will come.
Many people are using crypto.
Institutional. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that too much, but spot ETFs have siphoned over 4% of the total supply of Bitcoin since January 11th. 4%, which is crazy, and according to analysts right here of Into the Block. So again, that's just going to continue to rise when more ETFs are approved around the world. BlackRock, yes, bought 4,560 Bitcoin worth $308 million yesterday alone. $300 million, and you're telling me that Bitcoin's not going to go parabolic when BlackRock has got so much capital behind them that they're just going to buy up the whole thing? Let that one sink in for a moment. Yes, the Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 75, and interestingly, the Securities and Exchange Commission announces a closed-door meeting on April 11th this week. Speculations rise of an upcoming settlement with Ripple and the SEC in the United States. What do you think about that? It's going to be very interesting, and that is pretty much it on X. Let's go to the questions here. There's a lot of questions from everybody, and I'm going to get to as many as I can. Brock Anderson, let's have a look here. Not on my watch. Thank you for that tip. I really appreciate that. Hey man, keep up the awesome work that you do for us. You are very resourceful and most importantly, truly a team player. Thank you very much. How do I like? I'm going to like that right there. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. What make of the drum kit is that? So yes, I was a touring musician for a very long time. Many bands probably saw us in Australia playing with like the Screaming Jets and James Rain and the Angels, a couple of bands back in the day here in Australia. So that is my premier drum kit. So I love English drum kits, and of course Ludwig, my favorite as well. So that is my premier drum kit. That's been on the road for a very long time. So yeah, I love that drum kit, and I've literally set it up in my lounge room. How good's that? Could wake up the whole freaking neighborhood, put it that way. Let's have a look here. Ethereum is a security. Bad luck for Ethereum for a few years. Yeah, look, I have my doubts again about Ethereum. There's a lot of shady stuff that's gone on with the Ethereum Foundation and ETHgate, and just the free pass that Ethereum got from, gosh, I forgot his freaking name. Jay Clayton. Right, there we go. Can't forget that name. I've been reading about it for 2.5 years, right? Let's have a look. Bitcoin Cash is up 6% and it's halving 3 days ago. Same Genesis block as Bitcoin. Same 21 million supply. Same halving cycles at $700 per coin is like buying Bitcoin in 2016. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. What do you think of Casino Coin on the XRP ledger? To be quite honest with you, I haven't even looked at it. I'm not really interested in casino coins. I mean, I do hold Win, I believe it is, and that is pretty much a gaming casino coin. I don't think the Bitcoin halving is going to do anything. Kimon, I honestly anticipate there will be a lot of hype. Pre-Bitcoin halving. I think the price will definitely have some movement. There's going to be a lot of FOMO. Everyone's going to be talking about it. Everyone's going to be wanting to buy it. So just be mindful that there may be a sell-off prior to the Bitcoin halving. That's, selling the news, so to speak. So everyone's going to be buying and holding or selling those gains when it goes up. If you can remain resilient, of course, do that. Do that, because again, we have not experienced a bull market like this before. I got into cryptocurrencies in 2016. I have not sold my Bitcoin, so I've been through a few cycles. So yeah, things are going to be very different this time around. It's not going to be the same bull market, that's for sure. Let's have a look right here. Anthony on the drums, cool, bullish. Thanks, Martin, I appreciate that. Please do some research on CTF. It has a very small number of... I'll definitely take a look at that. Pump XRP to the moon. Let's have a look here. Only 450 BCH. Again, yes, saw that one as well. Price pump, no worries. Price down, no worries. Agree with that one. Someone's got to buy when you sell. 100%. NASDAQ article reported 320,000 new BCH wallets. A lot of BCH comments right now. Crazy. Kicking back on the shisha. That's awesome. I play bass. Martin, that's awesome as well. Very, very cool stuff right there. What else have we got here? Let me scroll up as well. Patrick right here. Sure, still holding Doge through taking profits. Yeah, that's nice. By the way, if you in this next coming bull market, guys, you need to take profits. Do not sit on your portfolio like some other crypto influencers out there. I know some Doge millionaire, great guy, but obviously it wasn't really a smart move for not selling $3 million worth of Dogecoin, or at least taking a percentage of that. So you do need to take some money off the table. Now, the other question is, what are you going to do with that money essentially? Well, if you join the Wall Street Bull University, you'll see exactly what I'm planning on doing with that. Anyway, let's have a look. 65K Doge, holding since 2019. Yeah. Nope, still holding. That's good. That's incredible. I like Solana and have it, but with all the falls on the network, proves it isn't ready yet. I think it is ready yet. Nothing good happens overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. Let's have a look here. We've got Cape Town as well from South Africa. That's awesome. Solana is faulty. I don't think so, Jason. I think it's quite good. How long you had those drums? Just noticed them. Gosh, I got that drum kit. I think just before, so since 2001. No, more. 2000. 2001. I've had that kit for, and it's seen a lot of shows and it's done a lot of gigs. And to be honest, I had a few, because when you play, obviously in bands around the country or whatever it is, you usually share what they call backline, which is drums, amplifiers, and all that kind of stuff. So I remember a couple of gigs that we did back in the day, and I was using that drum kit. A couple of the singers from the other bands were standing on top of the bass drum, and I was having a mild freaking heart attack because, of course, if the little ring on the front of the drum where you put the drum heads on could crack. So I was a little bit nervous, but luckily it survived. So yeah, since 2000, 2001, I've had that kit for, so quite a long time. Thank you, Gucci. Let's have a look as well. Yeah, she's going off. 17th April, halving, not 420. Fourth moon, 20th day, got to change how that can happen. Interesting. Anyway, I'm not sure about that comment, but anyway, watching in London, but from Coffs Harbour. Nice to see that. Welcome from London. How's the weather? Let's have a look. Hey, Anthony, I believe it's good news for XRP regarding the Ripple creating a stablecoin. Yes, I do believe so. Gucci, come here. Come here. She goes off. This is live. I can't make this up. Anyway, yeah, I think it's a really good idea for the stablecoin. It's just another area that they're building towards. Not only are they going after real estate, they're going after the derivatives market, they're going after foreign exchange. Again, SWIFT payments, transactions internationally, it's enormous. So very, very nice to see that. Litecoin never moved on the halving. Why do you seem so certain Bitcoin will? I remember when Litecoin had its halving. Wait 1 second, guys. All right, this is live. I can't make this up. Anyway, she's barking like crazy. Litecoin did not move on the halving, yes, but Bitcoin will. There's no doubt about that. Again, there are institutions in this space now, so everything's basically changed. It's a totally different world that we're in at the moment. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look here. Watching from Thailand, very, very nice. Gucci, how old is she? She is 5. She's 5 years old. Here we go. She's a bullish crypto investor. She stays up with me and and trades crypto. So there you go. Say hello to everybody. Hello. There you go. What's your favorite crypto? XRP, of course it is. Anyway, guys, I think that's it. I just wanted to do a live stream tonight because, again, there's a lot happening out there and I've just been off for a couple of days. But thank you very much for tuning in. If you have not joined the Wall Street Bull University, go join up because Gucci's going to come after you. And gosh, she barks so much, it drives me crazy. Anyway, join up to the Wall Street Bull University. It's linked below. Go check out the 3 commas bots. Leave me comments in the live chat, and I'll still get those afterwards. And jump in on the community tab as well. Make sure you stay bullish. Don't panic. Don't stress out. Don't FOMO. And again, most importantly, don't invest anything more than you can afford to lose because, again, things happen all the time. Try and get diversified with a portfolio. And again, it's completely up to you. I'm focused on utility. Right here on your screen is absolute utility. Go look up these projects and actually what they're doing and building out the new payment rails of the future. It's absolutely wild. But anyway, thank you very much, guys. I will speak to everyone soon. Thank you to those 800 people that joined in tonight. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I'll speak to everyone hopefully tomorrow. It's a pretty cruisy day tomorrow, so I'll get a video in. All right. Take care of yourselves. I'll speak to you all soon. All right. Peace out. Bye.